Hi, I'm Briony Kennedy, the founder of Adorn Cosmetics, and today I wanted to show you our ultimate cruelty-free sampler box. It's the perfect way to get started with our cruelty-free brand that's also vegan, we're Australian made and owned, certified allergen-free and also toxin-free. So if you've been wondering about switching over to our brand for some time, or you simply want to try another brand, it's a fantastic place to start. The reason we have the samples is because our belief is that most products that people are not happy with end up in landfill, and in fact over 50% of products that women purchase are put in landfill simply because they're the wrong color, they haven't lived up to the expectation. And so for us, we would really like you to try our products first before committing to a full-size product, so that you have the confidence that you've selected the right product for you in the comfort of your own home, in your own lighting, and that you've selected something that is the right colors for you. So the sample pots, we also hope that you would reuse them as well. Instead of sachets that are harder to work with, we do put all of our samples in these luxury pots that can be recycled, but you may also like to use them for the gym or for travel as well, as they hold about 3 grams of product, which is quite a lot. It's quite deceiving how much these pots hold. So getting started with the box, it comes in a beautiful gloss white gift box like this. And inside of the ultimate cruelty-free box are these samples here. So it includes the kabuki brush, which is valued at $59 just by itself. And it has everything from foundations, blush, eyeshadow, and bronzers to give you a broad overview of all of the range for Adorn, so that you can try everything from eyes to cheeks to skin. So if we get started, I'll show you the products that are included in the sampler box and how long you can expect that they would last. So the first product that we have in there, and it's the first product that you would use, would be the primer. We do have a spatula included in this particular box, so the creams and the liquids, you may choose to use that to hygienically remove the product that you want to use. And there are also little description cards in there as well, in case you forget what I have said today. So the primer, you just pop that on like a moisturizer, okay? It's a 2-in-1 product, so it minimizes time in the morning. The moisturizer will hydrate the skin, so there's no need for any extra moisturizers. If you do have a serum or something that you do like to use, you pop that on first and then this. It does also have the priming benefits in it as well. And the reason we use primer, a lot of people are not sure why this product is used, is it simply evens out the skin, okay? If the skin is even, the foundation application will be even. So if you have irregularities like dry and oily patches, it helps to even that out and give you a canvas that is going to allow the foundation to look the most flawless. So if you've got a normal combination skin or an oilier skin, that is all you would need underneath a foundation. If you're a more mature, dehydrated skin, dry skin, or someone who is concerned about wrinkles, and you would like to use the loose mineral foundation, then I personally incorporate a face oil. So I pop the primer all over my face, pop facial oil. So the one I use is the antioxidant facial oil in Adorn's range. You may like to use our rosehip oil. You simply then rub the two together, and what that will do is hydrate the skin, and it will make the loose mineral foundation go on just like a liquid would. Okay, so you're not going to have it accentuating fine lines and dry skin. So any age can use the loose minerals because of the ease of using that particular product, or it might be the SPF that you're wanting, and that's why you want to use the product. So any age group can use it. You just need to incorporate an oil, and then you won't have anything accentuated that you don't want. So in the boxes, there are 3 loose mineral foundation colors. So whether it's the fair to light box, you would get fair, light, and light medium, for example. There are also liquid and cream foundations in the ultimate box, so that you can try which foundation type you prefer. You may like both. You might like to choose two, one for day, one for night. You can wear them together if you'd like as well. It's really up to you and what you like on your skin. So with the Loose Mineral Foundation, you should get a few wears out of the product that's in there, okay? Enough to get the correct color and also enough for you to feel what's going to suit you, whether you're someone who's really active, someone who has only got a few minutes to work, pop this on in the day. So it just gives you an opportunity to try what's best for you. With the Loose Mineral sample pots, you do need to apply them a little bit differently to a full-size pot. You can't simply dip the kabuki into this, it's too small. So what I recommend is that you pour maybe a third of the pot onto a tissue and then you just dab the kabuki, get it nice and even, and then start applying it to the face, okay? The liquid is easy, just dot it on the face, buff it in with the foundation, with the kabuki brush. The cream foundation, cream blush, any of the creams, I recommend using your spatula, getting a tiny bit out and popping it on the back of your hand and warming it up first and popping it over the face, okay? Just to give that product some flexibility and so some blendability on the skin as well. So just a little bit of a different application technique when using these sample pots. Don't be deceived when you receive your box, when you get the little pots. We do not use synthetic colors or dyes. These are pure pigments, so a little bit goes the longest way, okay? So really, really just tiny bits to work with. So you might grab a bronzer and think, oh wow, that's one application. I promise you the bronzer will probably last you a week of application. So tiny little bits, okay? I can't stress that enough. So when you're color matching your foundation, a tip to get the correct color for you is just analyze what you wear on a day-to-day basis. If you're someone that's always revealing your chest, then I would always color match to your décolletage or your chest, simply because this area is usually the darkest area of this particular part of our body, simply because we tend to forget to protect it. So color match here. If it blends away, it's a perfect match. If you're someone that tends to have your chest covered, then yes, color match down your neck. So this is usually the darkest, then your face, and then your neck, okay? The neck is usually the lightest area. So a lot of people, their bodies are quite a bit darker than their face, and they tend to color match their face to the face, and then in photos you look like you're a lot lighter. So you do need to color match to your body or what area you have most exposed. Okay, so hopefully that gives you a little tip for foundation color matching. Okay, if you're someone who's got freckles, the orange freckles, you need to color match to your freckles, not your skin, even though your skin's quite fair, because if you color match to your skin, then you're going to be putting a light color over those orange freckles, making them pink. Okay, so you need to color match to your freckles. Okay, also with foundation, you don't have to put it all over your face. Pop it just where you need it. If you just need it down the T-zone, that's where you pop it. Okay. So for those of you with an oily skin, there is a matte finish powder in there, so you can actually just lightly dust that over the areas that you want to set. You may like to carry that around in your bag. If you're someone who sweats a lot, even though our foundations are sweat and water resistant, if you are someone who is a bit sweaty, just dab with a tissue, okay, and it'll take the oil off but not your makeup. But if you like that more matte polished look, you may like this particular product to apply. It's clear, okay, so you don't need to pop a lot on, and you can also just dust a little bit over the eyes. If you're someone who suffers from mascara or eyeliner moving, pop that on first and then pop your eye products on, so that'll help them stay put. Now, with the illuminizers that are included in this box, there are a liquid and a loose. The liquid illuminizer in our Skin Radiance range is the product that I wear all the time. I just dab it all over the face, pop my primer in my hands, and then I rub it on. It gives the most beautiful luminescence to skin, especially as we get older. Our skin tends to look a little bit more dull, and so what we're doing is we're bringing back that vibrancy and that more youthful look to the skin. And I always get complimented on my skin, and I can promise you it's because of that product. So just pop a little bit on. It's got a bit of coverage to it as well, so you may like to just mix it with a tinted moisturizer and not necessarily have it under a foundation. So pop that on for that luminescence. And then with the Loose Illuminizer, that is a product that you put on last, okay? It is really beautiful. It's a gorgeous eyeshadow if you just want to use a lazy eyeshadow, and if you want to accentuate cheekbones or you want your lips to appear bigger, basically what you can do with the Illuminizer in the Loose is with a blush brush, just pop it around this part of your face here. Gives a really nice strong cheekbone. You can see mine is a little bit luminescent there. You can pop it down the bridge of the nose just to make the nose look a bit more narrow. If you want to, pop a bit on the Cupid's bow, middle of the lips, then pop your lipstick on, and it gives an automatic pout to the lips. And as I said, you can use it as an eyeshadow or just under the brow bone to make the eyes really open up. Okay, so some tips on how to use that Loose Illuminizer. With the blush that you have in the box, you get 2 shades of the cream and 3 of the loose. So the loose foundation is really, sorry, the loose blush is really easy to use. You just use a blush brush or our bronzer brush. And the cream, what I recommend is just warming it up with your fingers inside and then just popping it on the cheeks and blending like this. Okay, you can use a brush if you want to. The difference is the loose is a little bit more, I suppose, more of a makeup appearance. The creams are great if you're wanting more of a natural dewy appearance. So for those that have got dry skins, you may go with the creams. For those with oilier skins, you might go with the loose, or if you're going out, you might prefer to use the loose because it's a little bit stronger. With blush, the tip is to pop it at the edge of the eyebrows and halfway through the nose, so about here. Okay, any lower and you're going to draw your face down, so you want to just pop it here and blend it back into the hairline. Okay, so just like this. If you've got quite a round face, you can go a little bit lower because that is going to draw the face down and narrow it a little bit. Okay, so there's also 2 bronzer shades in here. One will be more of a matte and one has got more of an luminescence to it. The matte one works really well as a contour. So if you want to just use it to contour under the cheeks or around the hairline like I have done, it's fantastic for that. With the bronzer, you can use it as a blush. You can use it to lift the skin, to give it a little bit more depth and look a little bit more bronzed. So you can really use it for what you want to use it. Blush, contour, to give some structure to the face, or just a lift to the face by dusting it all over. Okay. Then what we have is the Peachy Sleep Concealer, which we always sell out of. It is so super popular. The Peachy Sleep Concealer, there's enough in here. Don't be deceived and gouge it out. You only need a tiny bit. There's probably a couple of weeks worth of product in here. Right in the corner of the eye, follow the orbital bone here. And it's a corrective concealer to help with black and blue. So if you've got lots of veins, dark circles like I can promise you I do under here, this will correct those. If you've really got olive or dark skin, it's not going to be suitable. You tend to need to use our medium olive concealer, but it's a great corrective concealer for those of you with medium to fairer skins. You could use it on the face if you had a fairer skin as well. If you've got puffy eyes, it may not be suitable. You need to go with a colored concealer that matches your skin, because darker colors make things look smaller, lighter colors make things look bigger. So what we want to do is minimize puffiness, and how you do that is with a concealer color that matches your foundation. Okay, this Peachy Sleep Concealer is a little bit lighter and it's corrective, so what it's doing is it's giving a lift to the eyes, and for puffy eyes you don't want that. Okay, so a little tip. With the kit, you've also got some eyeshadow colors in there. Again, don't be deceived, they go a long way. Whether you want to use a brush, which we'll be bringing out some beautiful eyeshadow brushes soon, obviously all vegan brushes. The eyeshadows come in some really beautiful neutral colors, so have a play with those. You can use them as eyeliners as well if you use a wet angle brush and just dip it in there, use it as a wet liquid eyeliner, or you could pop them on as a dry eyeliner. Okay, so the colors are really versatile in that respect. Let me see if I've forgotten anything. I don't think so. We've got the bronzers. And I think we've also got, there's actually 2 primer samples in there because you've got so many foundations to try. So yeah, so there's 25 samples in this box. Some of the products will last you quite a while, like for example eyeshadows. We are hand filling these products for you with the team here in Melbourne. So when you're applying them, as I've said, please just use a minimal amount, and we fill them according to how much you would need to use over a few days so that you can get the best color and also try what's the most suitable for you, and also to gain your confidence, because we know that once you try these products you will be absolutely amazed at how flawless they are, how easy they are to use, how rich the pigments are, and the biggest benefit of all is you do not need to feel guilty using them. They're great for the skin, they don't congest your skin, they allow the skin to breathe, there's nothing toxic in there, nothing synthetic in there, and we have done everything possible to make sure we've minimized our carbon footprint, minimized our environmental damage, and also supported our beautiful animals. So we really hope that you enjoy using this box, and love to hear your feedback and your reviews on our page. Please refer as many people as you can to try the box out, because we know you're going to absolutely love it. Thank you.